You're listening to 91 Reasons, a journey into the twisted landscape of pop culture. Keep your hands and arms inside the podcast at all times. And now, the voice, Jeff Tucker.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff. My voice is trashed. There's something going around during Scary Farm that has got me coughing all night, coughing all day, and every time I try to talk, my voice is raspy. Right, Rachel?
Right.
It's terrible.
You had me up at 1:30 last night.
It is terrible, terrible, terrible. So we have a real short episode this week because I wanted to do something. Last night we went out to Boot Hill. They're having their 20th anniversary. You heard all the information live that we recorded while we were there. It's a lot of fun. I want to say hello to Sal. He's a fan of the show who actually came up to me at Scary Farm. So hello, Sal. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all your kind words. I've met a lot of listeners at Scary Farm this year, so it's really great to see you guys. I've actually been out and about more in the park this year in my capacity this year, so that's very cool to see everybody. It's fun to just stand in one spot and see who walks by, and eventually the whole world walks by. So come to Scary Farm if you haven't, and check it out in the fog. Right, Rachel?
Yeah.
Rachel's making dinner, so she can't really talk. So here's our Boot Hill interview and what's going on there. It's not very long. And then I'll add in, this is really cool. When I started at Knott's Berry Farm 25 years ago, and I was put in the jail doing the Sad-Eye Joe attraction, next to Sad-Eye Joe there was a guy, a mannequin. He was not a very well-done mannequin. It was a very cheesy-looking mannequin. But he was sitting on an outhouse, and he would talk to people as they walked by. Well, I worked a lot of the off-season at Knott's. Not that there's an off-season anymore, but there used to be an off-season. And I would sit there all day and listen to this guy talk. And I would mimic him, and I knew every word he said. Now, he's been turned off for quite a few years now. And when I walked by the other night during Scary Farm, he was turned on. I don't know what switch got flipped, or maybe I just don't go there a lot, and he's been turned on for a while. But it was really fascinating to hear him talk again. So I stood there, and I recorded what he said in case it never gets turned on again. So I'm going to play that audio. It is Scary Farm audio, so you hear screaming and monster music and the whole bit. But if you listen, you can hear this guy talk. And it's a really fun slice of Knott's Berry Farm that is from the old days. That it's really fun to share with you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Listen to Boot Hill, the guy at Knott's that hasn't talked in a while. Rachel's shutting the oven.
Sorry.
And
I want my biscuits to burn.
I will preemptively say thanks for listening to 91 Reasons. And hopefully next week my voice will return, because I have 2 or 3 long hour episodes I want to crank out that are a lot of fun. Some more memory stuff. So check it out. Thanks for listening. Here we go. Well, hey everybody, we're at Boot Hill in Irvine. Boot Hill Home Haunt. Located where?
16 Goldenrod, Irvine, California.
And it's open a bunch of nights, so go on Facebook.
Closed on Halloween, though.
Closed on Halloween because, people got to go get candy. You can't be sitting at your home all day.
Lots of cool photo ops. Lots of cool, scary monsters.
Yeah, they got monsters roaming around in the streets.
They even sell merch.
They got a little merch booth that supports...
$10 shirts.
Where does all the money go from the merch?
It supports Chalk, right? Yeah. Chalk Hospital.
Chalk Hospital.
Trying to help.
Yeah. So we're here. We just walked it. It's very cool. It's not a long event, but it is a pack a lot in a small area. So it's very cool. And we're here on their 20th anniversary, which means, folks, that they started this when?
A long time ago.
1999. The year of Phantom Menace, The Matrix.
In the last century.
Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and The Mummy. Movies people don't even remember.
Go get Julie on.
We're doing it right now.
Hello.
Right now.
Hi, Tucker.
Hello, this is Julie. Now you run this thing, right?
Oh yeah, I built the whole thing. I'm in charge of the whole thing.
That's right. By herself.
I'm support.
Nobody else.
I'm emotional support.
This is a lot of work.
It's a crazy amount of
This
work.
is a lot of work. I don't think people realize that.
You have to come check it out. It is so worth it. I come every year. You don't want to miss it.
Can you guys pause?
Yeah.
Break? Okay.
What do we do?
I think they're going to do something.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're here for the thing.
We're here for some sort
We're here
of
for the big
something
thing.
happening.
It's a big to-do here.
Oh.
It's great to be here at the Club Tokyo.
Something's happening. I think they're doing some sort of special presentations at 8 and 9, which is new this year.
All
I don't know
right.
exactly what's going to happen, but we're going to find out.
Well, it's something going on. Make no bones about it. And speaking of bones, there's a full horse skeleton with rider right out front. A photo op. There's a shadow thing going on where a guy is shooting this person over and over again. And a skull guy just walked out. A monster skull. And you got clicky gloves.
I think it's getting serious up in here.
We got clicky gloves. And
They're going to do something.
yeah, his mom's
They're
name is
moving out of the haunted
Skull
house
Guy with clicky
into
gloves.
the street. Tell them what they're doing. They can't see. So the monsters have all come out of the little haunted walkthrough, and they're in the street.
They're doing something. Something is happening in the streets here.
They're gathering.
The music is swelling. Oh no, look at this.
What are they doing?
Oh my
God.
God, they're dancing to Thriller.
They're doing Thriller.
They're determined to get me a copyright strike.
Now you pep up.
Yes, look at this. That is a lot of work, man. They are doing the whole dance.
Yeah.
And one of the corpses is actually Michael Jackson's corpse that they have dug up just for the event. So I think that's great. Yes. Yeah.
I've never seen more NSYNC monsters.
They're dancing now. It's some sort of tribal ritual. They're slowly dancing in the street.
This is awesome. This is a great add-on.
This is a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go to a wedding and like the bride and groom have choreographed their first dance and you're like, ugh, this is 10,000 times better. There's none of that sappy, sick love stuff. This is all about death and destruction.
And Michael.
And Michael Jackson.
And Tito.
And I can tell you, when I was a young man, Michael Jackson touched me in ways I can't explain. His music. Oh yeah, there he is. Thriller night. One's gonna save you from. Look at, they're still doing it. It's still going on. Wow. Yeah, they just spark the ground with their feet. This, folks, is what Halloween is all about. Hanging out, having fun. A lot of... Yeah! Now they all rush to try to kill us. Nice job. That was great.
Wow, that was really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Definitely come check this out.
That was what was waiting to happen.
Yay! Boot Hill, everybody. Boot
Put it on your
Hill.
list. You still got time. Come see
Now,
it.
if the neighbors would just unscrew their motion-activated lights, we'd be great.
One white light.
Yeah, like, get out of here. Yeah, this is great.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, because you're always.
All right, Russell, what do you think?
This is my first time going to this home haunt, and let me just say, I'm impressed.
It's
really,
cool,
really
right?
Impressed. Yeah.
They go to a lot of work. They really do.
They've got the walkthrough thing. They had a little dance event in the street with scare tactics in it.
And it's all for charity, so it's
Yeah.
like it's a good cause even.
It's amazing.
Gotta come out and do it.
What I was saying while they were doing their dance was that has an element that a lot of events miss, and that's the fun factor. Yes, scary's great. Yes, gore is good. Yes, all the other stuff is great. But don't forget that ultimately, it's supposed to be fun. Bring the fun back. Fun. It's really great. It's on a quiet street here in Irvine. The neighbors are all watching us from their blinds, wondering if we're going to murder them. And the answer is yes. The answer is we're going to. I've already picked out a couple of elderly women that won't struggle, and I will murder them with kindness. I will kill them with kindness, by which I mean I will smile while I'm bludgeoning them. But anyways, folks, anyways. All right, well, we will leave you from Boot Hill, and look for the link in the show notes and check them out. Make sure you check the website before you come down to make sure it's open and running. There's no charge, but you can donate to charity, and that's fantastic. Did I drop something? All right, we're standing here with the head skeleton man himself. You don't want your name on, do you?
What?
Your real name? Yeah.
Oh, you interviewed.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, keep going.
Oh wait, it's not even recording yet.
What do you want? Real
What is it doing? Wait. It's frozen. Wait. Wait a second. Weird experience. It's still recording. I hate this thing. You think it's easy? Nothing's easy.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, hey, we're standing here with the head skeleton. The big boner. That doesn't sound right at all, did it?
Actually, it's pretty.
Are you the big boner?
They call me Boner, yeah.
They call you the big boner?
Yeah. Jingles. Oh, Bone Daddy.
This is Glenn, the guy who helped put this together, right?
Yeah.
I was just saying earlier, this is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
How is this an all-year affair?
Not quite. I mean, we think about it for months, but it takes weeks to put it up.
Weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to go through.
Yeah.
But that's,
well,
if you've done your, like we were going in earlier saying how much work it was, and you said people don't even realize it. If they don't realize it, then you've done your job right. Because they're too busy screaming and running or trying to get out.
Yeah.
And not like, oh, let me take a look around. Yeah. But it's really immersive. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And you've got the canopy, which is a part a lot of people forget. Because the canopy holds that fog in and makes it look really... Yeah. It makes it more claustrophobic, too.
A little bit, puts you in a different world, kind of cuts out everything else.
Well, good job, man. I don't want to... You guys wearing a mask, folks. He sounds like... There's a guy in the Stern Show that's like, what are you dressed as? And he goes, I'm dressed as the Gamorrean Guard.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite interviews, so... I got my own Gamorrean Guard. Well, nice work, Glenn. Thank you. Here's for 20 more years.
All right,
will you do it 20 more years?
I don't know.
And you're in a movie, Epic Home Haunts.
Yep.
All right, well, check out Epic Home Haunts, which I'm sure is available on a bunch of platforms, right?
Amazon and I think it just went up on Vimeo or something like that.
Amazon and Vimeo, Epic Home Haunts. You can see the creation and running of Boot Hill. All right, thanks, man.
See, I thought I'd seen everything sitting here, but some of you folks are plumb loco. Now, you fellers, you get too much hair in the wrong place, not enough in the right place. Too bad you can't spread it around a bit. Oh, thank goodness you dropped by anyway. Seems like I'll be tied up here a bit more. Oh, say, would you do me a favor? Just mosey over to the blacksmith, who's on Main Street and goes down there, and tell him I might be a bit late. You see, he's looking after my horse and kind of fixing up his shoes, because we'll be leaving for the diggings come tomorrow. Just tell him it must have been something I ate. I should be there in about 15 minutes, I reckon. Oh, yes, and would you tell him that the roses left foot need cleaning out? He'll understand. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, what are you looking at? And nobody get no privacy around here? Me and the bar was out looking for gold. I guess the small bush was enough. Even the burrow didn't speak. The only thing that ever annoyed me was rattlesnakes. Then it was my fault. I didn't know it, but I was using his territory. I can't see what's the darn great about this here modern convenience, except it sure does draw lots of flies. Well, was you expecting a Buffalo Bill? Sorry, it's me. Geez, I just dropped in town looking for another grub stick. Someone talked me down Slimmer. But here, holy smoke, I ain't seen so many folks staring at me since I was a duster. I think I was some kind of freak or something. You know, a day or so ago, a fine little lady stopped by. Kind of looked like one of them Eastern folks, you know. She talked and she kind of hitched all the time. And then it come to me. You know, she had to go too. So being a real gent, I invited her in. And after all, you can see it's a two-holer. And you know something? She refused me. Now, some folks just ain't got no manners.
So you'd like it?
Ain't you folks got nothing more important to do? Hi there. And for a spell, I thought no one was ever coming to buy. And see, you happen to have an old Sears catalog with you? All I got here is the front and back cover, and they's a bit hard. And by the way, now it's a good time for going on the cob, and you offer help. Just by dropping them off here every day or so, and we'd be mighty obliging to you. I didn't intend to stay here so long, but, well, 30 days, old flapjack, sand blowing in the coffee, the coyotes are howling and carrying on. Oh, this is mighty restful. And well, don't let me keep you folks. I'll be right here waiting for the catalog.
Thanks for listening to 91 Reasons. Please subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. Find us on Facebook. Is anyone even still listening?
I wish I had a dime for every dime I have.